Hello, guys. Very good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are joining. Can someone please confirm if you guys can hear me? Hi, Mukesh. Thanks for joining. Hi, Darsan. Welcome all. Once again, thanks all for joining. Hi, Vikas. Hello, Madhusudan. Hello, Amol. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. I'm just waiting for a couple of people to join in. And don't miss the ending, guys, today, because till end you will keep getting surprised with the like kind of innovative features or innovative things which are going to come in automation, which you guys are going to see today. So imagine, I mean, you can imagine that from this fact itself, then when SelectorSub itself is being called as like one of the most innovative tool out there in the testing industry, and that is being called as like lifesaver, time saver, and such a like great things has been talked about SelectorSub. So this is SelectorSub Pro. So definitely this is going to break all the milestones. How many of you are already using? Is there anyone who is not using SelectorSub? And what's your expectations, guys? Like, what do you think? Like, what you will see today? Like, what all features, what all innovation do you expect today to see here? Anyone? Any guess? Okay, great. So let me just kind of share my screen. Great to know that, Darshan. Definitely, then you are going to love it a lot. SelectorSub Pro. Be with me till end because there is like lots of things are there. Don't just think that okay, that's the end. You will keep getting surprises till end. I only used to generate XPath whenever I step. Awesome, that's good to know, Madhusudhan. Great. So let me share my screen and without any further delay, let's start the event for the day. Okay, so I hope you would be able to see my screen now. Just confirm once if you are able to see it. So once again, guys, welcome to the show. And this is SelectorSub Pro launch event. You all have been using SelectorSub, and it's been almost like 2 years now for SelectorSub, and that is helping community incredibly. And lots of feature, lots of innovation has gone in, and amazing, incredible features are there. Taking a milestone ahead and taking a step further. So what were like those things? What were those features or what were those problems basically? Sorry, we should say that what were those problems which has been solved by the selector sub? And you guys must be having a question why I always used to keep talking about selectors and why I used to always talk about like XPath, selectors solving these problems. So it's not just me, the whole industry accept that like 90% of the time web automation script fails due to locators issue. So this is an like definitely a major problem in our web automation, these locators and selectors issue, though they are very underrated that that we feel like okay this is a minor thing, but actually like in ground reality when you work on a day-to-day work in reality when you write the automation script, most of the time your automation script because fails or breaks due to locators issue. And most of the time you write the locators only because you like while writing the automation script, most of the functions and API are predefined, you just have to call those methods. But where is where is the logic going there, like where you used to use most of your mind and energy, is that the locators, because in every step you have to find out locate an element. Otherwise like find element method or driver dot find element or dot click dot send keys, those are always static, they are same, you just have to like every time you have to write the locator. So that's where you put a lot of energy and lot of time you used to give. So that is the reason that I always try to keep solving this problem and make it easy and to solve your to save more time for you guys so that you can utilize that is somewhere. So what were those problems which has selector sub has already solved? So let's see those problems and why people were like, why in such a short time this tool has evolved so much and reached each corner of the world, and in every company it is being used, and why it is being so much talked in industry, why everybody is talking about it. Writing XPath and selectors, like writing code in Notepad. Before selectors, people used to write XPath and selectors like they are writing code in Notepad. Imagine if you are writing like automation script or any kind of code without a smart editor. So that's where selectors came, and it made it possible to write XPath and selectors smartly. Like you start writing, you get the auto suggest errors and everything, like error handling. It was never possible before selector sub that you could identify what's wrong in your XPath and selectors. When you verify your XPath in like let's suppose you are verifying a wrong XPath or wrong selectors in DevTools or somewhere, you always used to get that zero count. So which makes like most of the time people used to think that okay there's a zero matching found, and most of the time we used to start writing a new XPath. And hardly we think like okay there were like very rare chance we used to think of that there could be a syntax error or something. So this start helping like selectors, so we start solving those problems, start helping people to learn those new concept that what is possible, what is not possible in XPath and selectors, and what wrong you are doing. Then Shadowdom was such a nightmare for the people out there in industry. To write just one selectors to identify Shadowdom in the elements tab, it was like really impossible for people. For the beginner it was such a pain, and in fact for the expert as well it was very much painful to write one selector to verify one selector for Shadowdom elements. And imagine like when there was like nested Shadowdom Shadowdom inside iframe inside Shadowdom, those were like really complex scenarios, which selectors of like hours of effort selectors have converted just in 1 second, one click. You just inspect any element and selectors have used to tell you that that element is inside Shadowdom, and the complete automation script itself it used to give, and it made possible for you to verify selectors for Shadowdom elements. Then iframe was also like really complex scenario where people have to waste a lot of time while identifying how many iframes are there, what is XPath for iframe or idea of iframe. Now with the selectors of you just inspect and verify that. SVG element, it was another like great new concept which selectors sub help started helping people to learn about it. Before selectors sub, many people were not aware about like what is the correct format of XPath for SVG element. Many people were not aware about that there is something different for SVG elements. We did a lot of polls on LinkedIn and a lot of people start learning about this concept that SVG elements support different format of XPath. Similarly, for Shadow DOM, most of the people were not aware about Shadow DOM concept, and mostly people were not aware about this, that XPath doesn't support Shadow DOM, where people were wasting a lot of time. So these all things were solved by SelectorSub, and it started helping people to learn about these concepts. Then inspecting dynamic and invisible elements. There were a lot of scenarios where like drop down elements, where elements used to disappear immediately. Their SelectorSub helps a lot and solve that problem for forever. Like in fact, many developers used to use that feature of debugger in SelectorSub, where you just turn on the debugger and you are able to inspect the dynamic elements. So it has made that possible to inspect the dynamic elements, generate the selectors, XPath for them. Then verifying Playwright selectors. Imagine like today, if you guys are using Playwright selectors or you are working on with Playwright, you have to just to verify one Playwright selector, you have to run the code. You have to open that Playwright window through code. Then in the Playwright window, you have to open DevTools, then go to console, then there you type Playwright, and after 5 6 steps, and at least wasting 3 4 minutes of time, you are able to verify just one Playwright selector. Selectors Hub has made that possible. Just in single click, you can verify Playwright selectors as in standard XPath and other selectors. You just paste the Playwright selector in SelectorSub, like any other selector like XPath or CSS selector. You just paste that Playwright selector in SelectorSub and you are able to verify just in single click. You need not to run the code. You need not to open the window. Then verifying multiple XPath, generating locators page, that it has made possible, which was never possible to verify thousands of XPath, the complete script in just single shot. So all these things has been made possible by SelectorSub, and it has increased your productivity like anything. And whole industry was like so happy, and almost like it has improved the efficiency and the productivity like at least by 50 to 60% for every web web automation engineer, or you can say UI automation engineer, those who are writing automation script on a day-to-day basis. But then, like as always, we all are so eager to save more and more time. We always want more. Like from the day once how Selectors Hub has evolved and the evolution gone in this, it has made things so easy. Like in with every release, it has keep on helping community. But then yes, we need more and more. That was whatever we have seen so far is not enough, and everybody is like, no Sanjay, we need more. And I used to keep getting requests every day, like on all the platform of selectors of and the community, that people just want that we want to save more and more time. So to help you guys, all these things whatever you have seen so far, taking a step further, introducing SelectorShub Pro. And this is going to break all the milestone what it has been done by SelectorShub, have been achieved by SelectorShub till date. And this is SelectorShub Pro, brand new, and this is really incredible. It is going to save so much time. This is so much powerful power pack product that it will break all the records. It will save so much time for you guys, for your team, that like, and it is going to solve all the problems related to selectors, XPath, and everything. And it is going to like really fun when you will be using this product. You will be enjoy like anything. Before I jump into the demo of this product, let me know guys if you have any question. Okay, I guess there must be some delay what I'm speaking and what you guys are hearing. Thank you, Darshan. Okay, so before I jump into the demo of this SelectorSub Pro, any question guys so far? And trust me, stay till end. You will see something really, really amazing today. And you will see that how you can think of like about automation, how things can set an extra milestone. Like before selectors up, everybody was happy that okay, we all have these we can write our own X path, and how selectors hub has solved the problem. Now what selectors hub we have, with that we think like okay, everything has been solved. But now with the SelectorSub Pro today, you will realize that oh, this is also possible, this can also be done, this can also be automated. So that's where like it will help you guys to broader your mindset about automation, and you will also enjoy this product a lot. Okay, so let me just start with the demo and show you guys what it has in it, and how this incredible product is going to help you guys a lot. So what's new in SelectorSub Pro? Let's see. Advanced and user-friendly new UI. The complete new UI you are going to see now in SelectorSub. So like you see that, let me just go to practice page. And like now SelectorSub website is also completely revamped and redesigned for give you guys a better and better experience. So this is where is the way you are opening the SelectorSub, everything is same. So all that user flow is same, so easily you can open it. I hope you guys can see it. So there it is, SelectorSub Pro. So you can see it here. This is new UI. It is very much lightweight, more obvious, more user friendly. The flow is absolutely clear. Like earlier, you were having all these icons here on the right side, and I found like most of the user have never explored those features of like they can generate the locator POM page. There is a smart maintenance feature that you can customize the UI, you can generate the code. There is an attribute filter, and a lot more things were there in the free version, but people were not that was not user friendly. So because of that, many people have not explored those features ever. Now you have more clear and more user friendly, like edit icon is there, so it is very clear that you can click and edit those fields. Here you can click and you can generate the POM page, locator page. You can smart maintenance is there, you can customize the UI, then you can generate the code. So these things, now with these things, with the new UI, with the like lot of thinking has gone in that how we can make it possible that just looking at the product, people can sorry, we all can immediately understand okay, this is the UI, this is how it can be, like this is for this feature, what is that feature. So each and everything is there now. So this will help you guys a lot to understand what is there in the product, what all features are there. Then the next is feature to copy and delete option. So like earlier we already have in like free version, so all the features are there in the free version, guys. Let me just before I go ahead and explain to you guys that whatever free version has, everything you will get in free version, most of the things, this is going to be increase your productivity like to next level. So most of the features you will find that there are already there in free version, and the free version is always going to get the all updates, frequent update, feature update, everything will be keep on coming, all the support there in free version as well. Just that for a lot of people were asking for the premium things, extra things, and more advanced things. So for that reason we have this pro. But yeah, so let me show you guys that what is this feature to copy and edit delete option for the saved values. So like in the previous version, in the free version, you guys were having the feature that like suppose you are writing any X path here, or let me write any X path here. So you will see that how good flow it will be when you are typing. You will be feeling that a new product, the complete new design product. You will feel that premiumness in this, and the lightweight, and the kind of like user experience you are going to have, that is just like really amazing. You will enjoy the product when you will be using. When you click here, the value is saved here. Now you click here, so you can see that these values are here. Suppose now I have to write a new X path, or let's say I want to write a CSS selector. So I can write it here and I can save this value. Now values are saved here. So suppose any of these values I want to edit or delete, or I want to copy this value. So you just have to like, you have these options now. Earlier, like in the free version, you have this option, like you can save the value and you can get it here. But the problem was there, which we have improved the productivity here, that you just there in that version you can just click and edit. But here you will have this edit option, copy option, delete option, and the limit of saving the value is also increased. So that's where like it is going to improve your user experience, and more things will be there better for you to save value and how you can utilize them. Then now we have introduced a new feature to generate selectors without attribute. So like today you have in selectors hub, you can generate the X path and selectors with a particular attribute, with the attribute with which you want to generate. Like here, attribute feature was there in free version. So suppose you want to generate, like it is generating with ID. So suppose here, let's say you want to generate with name. So you can pass that field here, that attribute name, and hit enter. It will generate with name. But there was no feature in the free version, in the previous version, that you can suppose you don't want to generate with name. So in that case, how you can like do that thing? Now you have that feature that suppose you don't want to generate with name, you can pass that attribute name here, like name. Now it will not generate with name. So this feature is added now. So whenever you feel that you don't want to generate XPath for any particular, like it is generating with class, and you don't want with class, so you can enter that, and then it will not generate with that particular attribute. Of course, there are shortcut for these attributes as well. But yes, if you want to generate with, like you want to have more options, so now you have the option to generate XPath and selectors without any particular attribute as well. And you can hide this anytime you want. Now, this is really great feature. Auto-generated playwright selectors. So keeping that in mind, like what there in future is coming, how things are evolving, and supporting everybody, like though whether people are using Selenium, Cypress, or Playwright, or WebDriver I, or any automation framework. So that I'm considering everybody, like the whole community, how we can support, how I can help everyone. So this is really, really great feature in Selectors Hub Pro now, that we have already solved that problem of verifying playwright selector. But now the how people are evolving, how industry is evolving today, everybody is moving towards and enjoying playwright today, how that tool is evolving. So everybody is looking for playwright selector, and they are writing playwright selectors. So today you waste a lot of time to just write one playwright selector, or to generate one playwright selector, because you have to like open playwright window, then go to console, and a lot of things you have to do. But now here, like XPath and CSS selector, you are going to get this playwright selector auto generated. So you see that here the third option is playwright selector. PW selector is the playwright selector, guys. So you are going to get playwright selector automatically auto generated from SelectorSub Pro. So this is really going to help you guys a lot, those who are using playwright selector, or those who are planning to use the playwright selector in future. So this is really, really going to help you guys a lot. And you have that feature as well, that in the code, that if you want to generate the playwright command, so you have this await page dot locator, that that thing already there has been added in. So that is also you can use. So this is going to really help you guys a lot, that now you are going to get the playwright selector right there in selector sub. You need not to even write. Of course, if you want to write, you can write and verify playwright selector as well. But yes, you can, like now you will get the auto generated as well. So like if you want to verify, you can verify. If you want to get the auto generated, you get the auto generated. So this is where selector sub pro is going to help you guys a lot. Now let me take a pause here and hear you guys, what you guys think about the SelectorSub Pro so far. So what's your thought, guys? How did you find this SelectorSub Pro so far? I hope like this will help you guys a lot. and you will love this as you have loved other products so far. And yes, this is just the trailer of SelectorSub Pro. A lot more is there. Great, thank you, Madhusudan. Yeah, great. So let me show you guys more and more. It already generate XPath for that Selenium 4, of course. Yes, Darshan, it already used to, like, in fact, in the free version itself, the Selenium 4, so there is nothing different in Selenium 4 for XPath, so that is already there. If you're talking about the relative locators, so yes, that is already there in Selectors Hub. So I have already created a tutorial like what is that. So yes, that is already there, Selenium 4. There is more, a lot more in Pro. This is just a beginning. Advanced search and advanced auto generation of selectors. Now in Selectors Hub, you will see that we have the advanced search, like you used to verify XPath and selectors in Selectors Hub. Now you will see that how it is going to enhance and improve and take it to the next level of your experience of verifying and searching the XPath or any selector in Selectors Hub. Let me show you how this is going to improve your experience of auto generating as well as the search. So suppose in this page, you are verifying, let's say, all the anchor tags or any field. You can say that all the input tags or all the anchor tags, anything. So let's say we want all the links here. Okay. And I hit enter. In the earlier version, you used to get that yes, double forward slash A and 81 matching nodes. But now you will see that how this is going to evolve your experience a lot and taking a next step further. So 81 matching nodes. So here you see that it is showing 0 of 81, and here it is showing all the 81 matching nodes. What all those 81 matching nodes are. Suppose you want next element. So you just now click here to the next button, and it will automatically start generating and giving you the very first anchor tag. This is the very first anchor tag, and these are the selector for that. You just keep clicking on here. This is the next second anchor tag, like it is scrolling the DOM, and it is here, it is generating the selector for that anchor tag. So this way, like let's say I want the third anchor tag in this DOM. So you just keep clicking here, it will scroll the DOM and it will generate the selector for that, and it will show you everything. So this way you can traverse backward and forward whenever you are getting a more than one matching nodes. So it is now so easy that okay, you can check out that which element, what are the selectors for that. So this way you can traverse backward and forward with the help of SelectorShub Pro while verifying your selectors, your XPath, which is finding more than one elements matching. So this is going to really help you guys a lot. This feature, those who works rigorously with the selectors and XPath, this feature is going to help you guys a lot. And in fact, for the manual testing also, this feature is going to help a lot, because when you, like, let's say you want to verify or you want to see all the links in the page, easily it will, you would be able to do this with this feature. Then another great thing about this feature is that, let's say you have verified this one, forward slash a. Okay, now here all the matching nodes are there. In place of, like, you don't want to like click on next, 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 you are here and you see that here, like, let's say because when you hover on the DOM elements, so there, this is an like already existing feature. When you hover it, highlight in the UI, you see that product is highlighted with the red outline. So I know that this element is for that product. So you just, like, let's say I want to generate the XPath for this particular element for that product. So I just click on this element here and you will see that it will generate the XPath and selector for that particular matching node. And now it is showing that fourth element. So out for this element, like, I hit enter, I want to generate for the fourth one, I can directly go and click here and it will generate that, it will generate the selector for this one, or whichever you select, it will generate for that one. So, like, let's say now I want the, for the next one, then it generate that. So this way here you can verify XPath, get all the matching nodes. You have the option to traverse back and forward, see in the DOM, select that particular element, get the XPath and selectors for them. So this feature is going to really, really help a lot. Initially, you might feel that, okay, what this is, but once you start using it, trust me, you will love this and you will understand the importance of this feature and how this is going to save lot time in many use cases. So this is the advanced search and the advanced auto XPath and selectors generation in SelectorSub Pro. Next, advanced context menu feature. So today in Selectors Hub, you have that feature that you can, like, let's say you don't want to open Selectors Hub, and you can just right click and copy the any XPath value and selectors from the context menu. Right. So we have that, like, that particular feature. Like, let's say I'm on this Flipkart website. Like, there used to be like a lot of drop downs and everything used to be there. So in that case, like, many times we have faced that challenge that context menu doesn't appear. Sorry, context menu option is there in already in Selectors Hub. When you right click and try to like copy the XPath. So let me just first show you the previous version, and then I will show you in this version, so that way it will be make more sense. So, like, we are on this website here. If you right click and we want to copy the value of this one, so you go here and you can copy this value. Okay, we can copy this XPath, but today there is a challenge in this one that we can copy this, but we are not able to see the value. Like, we will copy this value, we will go to the DOM, like, or we will have to paste somewhere to see that value. Now I saw that, like, after clicking, copying, and then pasting that, then we got to know that, okay, this is the value of that XPath. But is it possible that before copying, before selecting the value, because many times it happened that when you right click, there are chances that you might right click on this corner, which is like, you by mistake you clicked on this more in men's top wear, or by mistake you click somewhere and then some other wrong element got copied. But now in SelectorSub Pro, let me just hide this one. What it is going to do, sorry, 1 second. So in SelectorSub Pro, what it is going to do is this, that it will show you the context menu options, and it will generate, like, show you the all the possible options and value right there in the context menu itself. You right click, 1 second. Am I using the previous version? So when you right click and right there in the context menu itself, it will show you the value of all the options of all the value of the, let me show you here, all the value of the selectors auto generated right there in the context menu itself. Like here we want to see the value of that, what is the selector value of this all. So you go here and you see that the value of that all you will see in the context menu itself. So before copying that value, you have that value itself there. So now you will not have to waste time that first you copy and then you paste it somewhere and then you get to know about that what is that value. So right there itself you will see what is the value of that particular selector. So you just have to click on this and the value will be copied and you can paste and use it in your like automation script or wherever you want. So this way you would be able to like directly copy the value from here from the context menu, that you right click and copy, and that way you can do it like quickly. So this way this is going to help you guys a lot, this feature, that now you have option to see the value before copying the value from the context menu itself. So yeah, so that's the SelectorSub Pro. Really incredible features of SelectorSub Pro. So yeah, let me take a pause here and see what you guys are saying. Can we edit all the anchor tags to include auto-generated variable name for all the links? Can we edit all the anchor tags to include auto-generated variable name for all the links? Okay, Jim, so I didn't understood this requirement. Maybe like we can take it offline. What I understood is that you want to edit all the anchor tags and you want to include some attribute in them. So yes, that is also possible through JavaScript, but I really need to understand that this requirement, where it is required, and so if that will be like required one, we can include that this feature. Okay, so so how far, like, how did you find, guys? Like, what's the feedback, and how did you find this lecture stuff so far? Okay, because we need to assign locators to a variable. Yes, yes, yes. So yes, that is that selector sub used to give you the variable name for each locator. So if you see that there is a test trigger label name is there, which is like kind of like variable only for each and every element. So that is already there. Okay, now I got it. Yes. So, Jim, that feature is already there. So, like if I go here, so suppose this is the element here, enter email. So you see that enter email. So this is the variable name. So it already used to give you the variable name. And generally, how you used to write the automation script, here you used to go and let's say this is your like here you used to give the selector name, right, that variable name. So if you select this and hit enter, so you will see that this command is there. Now if I copy and paste this command somewhere, so you see that it used to give that along with the variable name. So here that this is the variable name. Now suppose you verified all these selectors here, like this is 0 of 1, 0 of 81. So you clicking next, 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 and you will be getting that command here. So you will be getting that variable is already assigned. So now I got your requirement, so that is already there. Yes. So if you click next here, then it will be showing this. So, or if any particular element you select, that it will give you. So if I copy this value from here and go back and paste that here, so you see that this is already there. Like this one is for selector sub, so here it is generating. So I hope, Jim, that solves your issue, your requirement. Okay, so I'm still not satisfied what I have shown you guys so far. We still need more because there should be something like showstopper with the SelectorSub Pro, which can save so much time for you guys. So let me introduce something really new in SelectorSub Pro, which will break all the productivity things in SelectorSub what you have guys been using so far. And see this one, introducing Selectors Hub Inspector. How this is going to help you and what this is new in SelectorSub Pro. Let me show you guys. There are some glitches because like I'm switching extension back and forth. You generally don't do that. So in your system that those some issues, minor issues will not come because when I when I'm switching extension and showing you in production, that's where sometime some issues start coming in. So pardon me. So today, what you do, how do you inspect locators and element? So one way you inspect, suppose you have to inspect these products. Now I will show you where you guys are wasting a lot of time. So today, if you have to inspect any element, what do? You right click, click on inspect. If you have to inspect this courses, you right click and click on inspect. Or you every time whenever you have to inspect, you click on this inspect button and you move your mouse, then mouse this inspector got deactivated. Now you suppose you want to inspect courses, you have to like you will have to again put that effort like cursor here, click on that, then again go back. If you have to now inspect this, you want to see the uh, dom of this, let's say this search button, you have to like again click on this inspector button and then come back here. Suppose you are in selectors hub, okay, and you want to generate the in selectors hub, we have already this feature that we can generate selectors for multiple element. So today what you do, you click on inspect, again you have to click back on inspect, again you have to click back and then inspect, again you have to click back and then inspect. So you see that you're back and forth, like just to inspect four elements you had four time clicks on inspect button. This is like a lot of kind of effort. In SelectorSub, we have another feature that you can generate the X path related to other element, access based X path, right? Like if you want to generate X path for courses with respect to product, first you inspect, let's say you want to, first you inspect products and then you have to inspect courses. So you see that to generate one X path, we have spent enough time. Like first we inspected this element, then clicked on inspect, then we inspected this element. So clicking on this inspector again and again is like too much time taking. We don't want to do that. We are smart people. We are in 2022 where COVID and all is there. So let me show you guys what this new feature is in SelectorSub Pro. Now we have the own inspector, SelectorSub inspector. So you see that here, click on inspect and open SelectorSub Pro. There you see that this inspect button is there. You click on this and now you see that whichever element you want to inspect, you see that my mouse, I want to inspect product, I can inspect this. My inspector is not getting disabled, I can inspect this pro plans as well, I can inspect this courses as well, I can inspect this as well, I can inspect this element, and it is not going to disable. I did not to waste my time to select that inspector button of Chrome DevTools. Not anymore. I can just directly keep on inspecting whichever element I want. And whenever you want to disable this inspector, just right click right there and it got disabled. So easy, so simple. So this is going to really, really help you guys a lot. Now, where all it will help you, let me show you. Suppose you are generating the POM page object model or multiple selectors, XPath and all. So you just select this inspector now and see the magic. You just keep on inspecting and see in the selector sub. Now that is really happening, that you are inspecting all the element in single go and all the selectors and everything is getting generated. So you just keep on inspecting and everything will be keep on happening here. So this is how SelectorShub is going to help you guys a lot. This inspector is going to help you a lot to inspect all the elements in one go. And whenever you want to, like, let's say, okay, you are done, you need not to come back and click on this inspector right there. I mean, anywhere you just right click and this will be disabled. Suppose you want to generate this access based XPath. You see that how easy it is now. Just click on this and select this inspector. In place of selecting the Chrome DevTools inspector, click on this selector sub inspector, and you see, suppose you want to generate for courses with respect to products. So first inspect products, then inspect courses, and there you go. Suppose you want to generate, like, let's say for this email ID with respect to this user email, first you click on this, then you click on this. There you go. So now this is going to be so simple to generate the access based XPath, relative XPath, or any particular like multiple XPath and selectors in one go, or you want to inspect a lot of element in single go in one go. You need not to waste time in like selecting that DevTools inspector again and again. This selector sub inspector is going to help you guys a lot. So this is really showstopper and amazing feature of SelectorSub Pro, SelectorSub Inspector, which is going to help you guys a lot, and it will definitely save a lot of time for you. So that was SelectorSub Inspector. Now coming next, pricing. So you guys must be thinking that this is going to be costly affair because this is a pro version, paid version. So let me tell you guys, this is almost free. There's nothing like that it is going to be costly for you guys or for anyone. We had to introduce the pro version, 2 pro version of like Test Case Studio Pro and Selector Sub Pro, because we have to survive and we have to like, because I'm like running this so alone and with all of your support. So we have to like, now we have Test Case Hub, Selector Sub, Test Case Studio, website, practice page, boot camps, meetups, and everything. If we have to run all these things free for community, then definitely we need some source of like funding things, so that like we can run all these things free and develop more free tools. So yes, and one more tool is coming soon. So this is very cheap for India, just 50 rupees, 50 INR per month, which is not even 2 rupees. So this is just a coffee or less than a tea cost per month. So that is 50 rupees per month for Indians, and for outside India, just $1 per month. So this is not at all is going to cost you guys. This is so cheap, and I would highly encourage you guys. And with this pricing, everybody can take it right away. And there is a free trial available, so you can directly go to the SelectorSub website, and here you can check out how you can take the plans and everything. It's very straightforward. So under this, you select SelectorSub Pro, and these are the like free premium. You can check it out, like how you which one is what all features and everything. Take a 7 days free trial. This is, I mean, see, almost it's free, guys. So just to make things like keep running the show and all the features, so you guys can check out this video tutorial how you can take the plan. It's very simple. Just take this, and after that you will get the login credential, so you can quickly start it. And yeah, so that's like almost free it is. This is not at all costly affair. So very simple step. You just take the plan and then you can start. Go ahead. So I mean, Once again, I will repeat, this is almost absolutely kind of free only. 50 rupees per month is nothing for a software engineer. You guys can think of like just offering a tea for me every month. So whatever services like Test Case Studio, and SelectorSub, Practice Page, these meetups, these boot camps, so all these are going to be helpful for this. So I will highly encourage everyone to upgrade to Pro version from the SelectorSub, and encourage your, like, I would not say that you take this one. Encourage your company, ask your company to take the SelectorSub Pro plan. There is a business plan as well for companies, so that will be, I mean, for company it is just peanuts, very cheap, very cheap. What is for, like, nothing is for company, like 100 rupees, $1 for one employee per month, it is nothing for company. So company can easily afford, they will not ask a single question to you guys. So ask your company to take a plan depending on the, like, your team size. So that is going to really helpful. It will be helpful for me and for the community and for these products. So yeah, so that's SelectorSub Pro. This is a dark theme, guys. So thank you so much everyone for joining in, and I will be coming soon with more such products, and very soon one more new free product is coming in soon. Selectors are for mobile native apps. So stay tuned, guys. And with that, I will stop the presentation and will take your questions. If you have any question, any feedback, and please share about this new innovation. This is going to really help everyone a lot. And please, I will request all of you that please go and try this, you will enjoy this. And if anytime you feel that you don't you want to cancel the subscription, feel free to let me know. I will cancel that. And any challenge, any question, do let me know. uh, how to contact you directly? You guys can directly, like, on Slack, we have the Slack channel, we have the on SelectorSub website, under about you will find the contact links. So everything you can directly write me at selectorsub@gmail.com. Let me share the contacts here. And on SelectorSub website, guys, every, like, contact details and everything is there. And on the SelectorSub website itself, if you see that there is a live chat support as well now we have, so you will find those details. And let the world know, guys, these amazing innovation, this will really help a lot everyone. And this is just the beginning. Again, I would say lot more feature, and these tools are going to improve a lot. Test Case Studio has been the Pro version has been evolved a lot, and that is also almost like free. So in the first month itself, like, almost 100 people has converted from, like, free to the paid one. So I mean, because these are like so cheap, that it is not like at all going to affect anyone's pocket. You can think of like just offering a coffee or tea per month for me, the kind of services, the kind of tools, the products you are getting from me. So before you guys leave, really thankful to all of you for joining. And please do let everyone know about this great innovation, and let the world know about this product. And any question, feel free to let me know. Feel free to reach out to me. With that, thank you. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Have a great week ahead. I'm here to take any question if you guys have. We'll stay for another 5 minutes. Okay, so any questions, guys? Let me share some of the, like, contact link. You guys can directly reach out to me on Slack. Here's the Slack link, guys. Or on SelectorSub website, all the details are there under contact. Any question, any feedback, guys? Okay, good. So I guess we are good. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for joining. Have a great week ahead. Happy weekend. And we have a rave test party coming in on 18 June. So please do join and register for the meetup. And we will see you all there in the meetup. We will meet here in Bangalore, 18 June. Me, Naveen, and Mukesh welcome you all. So please do join the meetup and we will meet in person. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, once again for joining. Bye bye. Take care.